Tina. I will go ahead and share my screen and get started and tell you a little bit more about myself and what my love of Popeyes. Just wanted to see, you guys can see my screen now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me share the presentation. So thank you, Katrina, for having me here. I am so happy to have the opportunity. Thank you very much. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about my business. So I have always had a passion for positive relationships and a value for strong connections with my clients, my partners, my agents. And I've learned that there's power in using humor in your marketing. So it's kind of been a thing for me, always has been. I love positive sayings. If you walked around my house, you would see all those live, laugh, love kind of stuff. So, and about me, I have been a graphic designer for about 25 years. I have been honing my graphic design skills. In real estate, I've worked about 20 years, and actually I work full-time right now. I have for 13 years at a RE/MAX firm in Rochester, New York. We're a 2-office firm, and I support agents that just do a few transactions a year, all the way up to $1 million producers. So I cover the whole gamut. I believe that there's a power to nurturing relationships and getting word of mouth referrals. All my marketing for all my agents I do is to help them build their business through relationships. I encourage that the most. So today I will cover frequently asked questions about Popeyes, benefits of doing Popeyes, simple steps to plan and deliver, supplies that I usually have on hand, affordable Popeye ideas, and just a little bit about measuring your success from Popeye giving. So Popeye frequently asked questions. I have a tendency to always use the method of who, what, why, where, when, how. Whenever I'm working on something, I always think that if I sit down and I look at it and I answer all those questions, believe it or not, you gain a lot of clarity. So what are Popeyes? Popeyes are an unexpected tokens of appreciation to show those in your sphere that you're thinking of them. By delivering or mailing, you're creating a meaningful connection and reinforcing importance in your business. Why use them? Really, visibility. You want to continue to remain visible and ensure your business stays in the front of their minds. It cultivates relationships economically through personal touch. And who gets them? They're great for clients, but it's not limited to only clients. They can be given to partners and neighbors, family, friends, prospects, really anybody you can think of. I know a lot of people that just create little baskets for the fire department and bring it by and leave it with some of their things. That to me is somewhat of a Popeye. Where do you deliver or mail? Typically their home or place of business. And it's just another great way to connect in a personal way. Another thing too is if you can try to identify if there's a time to meet with them. That's always best to really retain that connection, but that's not always the case. However, if you have like an A+ client, you might want to actually, and you have something for them, call and see if they're free for coffee. I know it's not always easy from a transactional standpoint, what you guys have going on day in and day out, but it's a really great way to reform that connection. And when do you do them? I recommend dedicating a specific time in your calendar monthly to keep the effort consistent, because consistency is key. And you always utilize those moments to grow relationships. How much should you spend on Popeyes? Well, we always want to align with our budget. So typically what in any given time, if you were going to give gifts to a group of clients, what would your max budget be? And then I usually like to then try to divide it out. So just say when we talk about client structure and how you might identify who gets them, just say you have $100 and you want to give to 30 clients, so you could work the front way or the back way. I typically try to keep them from $3 to $4 max if possible. Now, benefits of doing them. Increase client loyalty, improve client satisfaction. It differentiates you from the competition. Improve profitability because it increases your chances of getting referral-based business, leading to the referrals, and better client retention, just to make sure that when they need somebody the next time to buy or sell a home, they will also call you. Simple steps to plan and deliver Popeye gifts. Identify your audience. So this is where I talk about kind of classifying your database. The way I look at classifying a database is I do A+, A, B, and C. A+ are clients that would send you more than one solid referral or have. They are top priority to treat like gold for being so loyal and supporting your business. A clients are clients that are your biggest advocates and are happy to refer you to others. B clients are ones that would give your name if asked, satisfied with your services, would use you again, are more warm, past buyers within 5 to 10 years, depending on if you interact with them on a day-to-day basis, not a day-to-day basis, but you see them in passing if you're networking or you do things within the community. And then C clients are a lot less engaged, maybe even to the point of where you might not engage with them in a Popeye way, but maybe they'll get mailings and things like that. So set your budget. I think we did talk about this. What are you comfortable spending? So like I said, I will usually go $100 a project, and then I decide what clients might get them and divide it out. And then that's my budget. And then I shop based on that. It's also holiday specific or time of year seasons. Choose your gift. Since budget is an important factor, but you want to find a way to tie in a smile, tie in some way to make them reinforce their relationship with you. And remember, it doesn't matter. Pricing to me doesn't matter. It could be stickers. It's really the thought that counts. So that's why it's hard now to keep Popeyes at $1 or $2. It used to be easier. This time it's a little bit harder to do that, just because everything's so expensive, but there are ways to get creative. Add a personal touch. With every gift, you want to personalize with your contact info in order to reinforce and reconnect that top of mind connection. You want to be sure to show appreciation and sincerity in a lighthearted way. And Popeyes do that. Preparing your delivery. So timing is tricky. It can be tricky. I'm sure if any of you have done Popeyes in the past, you see, but with planning, it gets a little easier. You want to think about when and if your clients will be home. Will you have a chance to see them in person? And as far as planning a route, there are a lot of great tools. There's a routemyonline.com. I can supply that for you at the end of the presentation. There's a great app called Popeye Pro app that you literally can put your contacts in, and it will alert you even if you're in the neighborhood. So while you're just out showing houses, you could just be alerted. And if you have Popeyes in the car, you could pop by. And then zip code. A lot of times too, I'll just sort by zip code and okay, I'm going to go into Penfield, New York right now. I will make sure I do those 5 in that day while I'm overlapping with other things. Prepare your elevator pitch. So in this instance, usually a lot of my agents and what I suggest is sending a text maybe the day before. Say, just wanted to let you know I'm going to be stopping by. I have a little something for you. And then after you leave, you might want to go ahead and take a picture if they weren't home and just send them the follow-up text and say, just wanted to let you know I left it. I hope you enjoy. I hope all is well. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. And if you see them in person, have a friendly conversation. Something like, I just wanted to take some time to let you know I appreciate you. And if there's anything I can do for you or someone you know, please let me know. I am pro referral asking. And in my way, you always should be reminding everybody that you are open to new business. You can't assume that they know. You reminding them in a fun, friendly way. There's no shame in that. So I am very high advocate referral asking. This kind of goes without saying, but I did leave it in here. Do it with a smile, be genuine, show positive demeanor. Sincerity goes a long way. I think, in a world with social media, we've lost a little bit of social connection. But the really great thing is that's where Popeyes now are becoming a little bit stronger, because there's a disconnect in personal connection. Follow up afterward. I mentioned earlier, if you stop by the house and you leave it and take the picture, that would be your follow-up after. You might send the text. But another way is if you see them in person and you have a nice small conversation, send them a note or a text afterward. Again, saying it was nice seeing them, thanking them for being a part of your business, letting them know again that you're open to referrals. Supplies. Another reason I love Popeyes is I've been a crafter for years. When I was a little girl, I used to do those little bears in the wicker chairs. You guys probably remember, with the little pearl earrings. So I've always been a crafter. I have supplies all set aside, just a little area that has ribbons, tissue paper, gift bags. So this kind of goes without saying, but markers. Another thing I forgot to add to this list, glue dots. Removable glue dots are like gold. Those are the best things to have on hand. So you want to make sure that you have that and have a big bag or a box, something that you can put into the car to have it ready. And of course, you wanted to have your contact list ready and your route planned. Affordable Popeyes. Now this, I am presently working on a new free resource. I am maybe 40% done because I'm really making it pretty comprehensive. Affordable Popeye gift ideas. I wrote quite a few here, and I did a couple of my samples with my tags. Extra gum is perfect. Even little single serves of Nutella or little jars of Nutella. They make tiny jars that are super cute. Chapsticks, hot cocoa packets, cup of soup, mini flashlights, candy, sparklers, hand warmers, microwave popcorn. Their ice cream scoops can be fairly reasonable on Amazon. Mini sunscreens. There's really so many great options to do. So like here, you'll see in the Nutella one, my tag says, "I Nutella lie, your support and referrals make my business great." Always upbeat in measuring success afterwards. After you're done, you want to make sure that you kind of in some way try to identify what their reaction was, or if they like the gift, so that you can have an idea if it was receptive, if they're somebody that appreciate gifts, do they love it? And then usually then you can start to adapt your Popeye gift giving based on that feedback. Something super important is to make notes in however you keep your CRM or your database is referral tracking. You want to make a note, even if somebody sent you somebody to just make a phone call, they should be somebody that gets more care and attention in your database, even if it doesn't lead to a transaction. It's interesting at the beginning, I know you guys were saying deals, and we have kind of a joke here, and I've been in the industry so long, we have a joke that we don't call them deals, we call them transactions. So it's just kind of a funny thing, but deals or transactions. Did you get a full transaction? Did you just get a phone call interaction? Are they kind of a warm lead or a hot? Are they really hot? Or are they just pretty cool and it's not anything that's going to turn into something? And then notice, do they also too become a repeat customer? Just as important as getting referrals is that when they need you to buy or sell a home in the future that they call you and don't use somebody else. Real estate's a fickle industry. That's why remaining top of mind is pretty critical. So Popeyes, they definitely contribute to positive relationship marketing efforts. I think they're pretty awesome. They fortify connections, and they do help earn referral business. I have agents that are super successful at getting repeat referral business. So Popeyes are my passion. I love them. I've always loved any part of marketing where I can connect humor to it. So where the two meet. And since I've always loved it through the years, my husband and I have talked about it. I decided to try to develop a way to share what I love. So I created the Relationship Marketing Club. I wanted to come up with a reasonable, affordable way to help not just agents. To me, Popeyes is not just a real estate thing. Anybody could use them, an event planner or something like that. But I wanted to find a way to create a curated catalog of design templates of personalizable. I didn't realize I couldn't say that word out loud. Personalizable in the way of you can put your logo, your contact info, your picture, which is super important, especially for real estate. I created a list of Popeye gift ideas that go with every tag that I created. Referral stickers, which are just a silly, fun way to even like CMA packets or something where you can remind people that you love referrals and you appreciate it. I have some ebooks and resources, including stock templates that you can print the tags at home or you can order direct from Canva. Fun square graphic animations. And that's just something you can use in social or by text or even throw in emails if you do email newsletters. Canva recently came out with a translator. And so I thought, while I'm designing everything, I'm just going to do a Spanish translation in every design to make sure to be inclusive, so it's there if it's needed. And then I have a Facebook community of about 200 people, and that's growing, so that we're trying to still find a way to engage and support each other, but I'll put my ideas up there and things like that. So pricing, just to cover this, is right now my pricing, because it's just launched this week. I took the week off from work, which is why I'm able to be here, because yes, all day I do buyer magazines, seller magazines, I do everything. Semi-annual, I did $47 a month, and then $77 for annual, but the best deals are my lifetime, which is $147. And for today, for everybody here, anybody a part of Collaborating Agents, I did an extra 10% discount through the end of next week. If you have a team, so if you have a team where you plan to use the catalog for more than one agent, on your honor, I left it out there for everybody to go ahead and purchase the team membership. That's just and that's it. I would love it if you guys joined. I tried to make it really reasonable. It's 150 plus designs and counting. I have about 7 I want to design. Well, actually, I have hundreds I want to design. And I wanted to say thank you, of course.